What's up, Wayfinders, and good morning. It's Lane. Here we are for another day here at Walt Disney World. I'm excited. Obviously, yesterday was a big day, doing all 4 parks in one day, and it was absolutely exhausting. I am still feeling it today, so we are about to head out the door to Epcot, and I think today we're not going to push ourselves too hard. We did that yesterday, but we're going to see what we can get done at Epcot today. I was thinking about doing an early theme park entry, but it was from 8 to 8:30 and I didn't really feel like getting up super early again. And we'll have another day where we get to go to Epcot, maybe rope drop Remy's, so we'll get to experiment with that later in the week. But for today, we are going to do some fun things, even though it is going to be a little bit more of a laid back day. We're going to get to try a brand new quick service restaurant that opened at Epcot just a few weeks ago, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're also going to have dinner at Steakhouse 71 tonight, so I'm super excited about that. I loved lunch there when we were here in October, but dinner has a different menu, and so I'm excited to try it out and see if it's still worth the value at dinner. So it's going to be a fun day. It's still going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see what surprises come along. Probably just going to be at Epcot and Magic Kingdom today. I know I've been to Magic a lot since this trip started, but it's so easy to get from Epcot to Magic Kingdom on the monorail. You don't have to go through security a second time, so because you've already been checked once, either through the Ticket and Transportation Center or at Epcot. So it's super easy just to hop over there, get in the park, and I haven't had a Dole Whip yet on this trip, so probably will accomplish that today too. But looking forward to a great day today. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's head on over to Epcot. Well, today is off to a much different start, obviously, than yesterday when we were hitting the ground running, but it's been a nice, just kind of chill morning here at Epcot. I walked on this Soarin' this morning and then got to go do Figment. I met Mickey Mouse, so there is a meet and greet location in the Pixar Short Film Festival. It was kind of a hidden gem, but I feel like it's been really well exposed now, so it did get kind of crowded in there. I was one of the first ones in though, so I didn't have to wait too long, but there was a pretty long line behind me, so that's definitely gotten a little bit more popular since I think people have discovered it. But it was still a nice, fun way to meet Mickey Mouse. He's in his classic outfit, not in his 50th outfit, but it was still fun. And so now I'm just kind of walking around with the Club Cool to get a few drinks from around the world. I mean, that's always fun, getting to try different sodas and drinks from all over the world. But I'm about to get ready though to eat at Connections Eatery. This is a new quick service location that just opened up a few weeks ago actually here at Epcot. So there's 2 different dining locations. There's Connections Cafe, which is the Starbucks location now here at Epcot, and then there is Connections Eatery, which is right next door, which is the actual full-scale quick service restaurant. So I'm excited to try it. It's gotten really good reviews so far. I will warn you guys, it is a burger and fries type of place, but I've heard that they're really, really good. So while I typically don't want to get a burger and fries when I come here to Disney because I can get that at home, if it's a specialty burger and if it's something that can be maybe slightly elevated, I'm down to give it a try. So that's what we're going to do today at Connections Eatery. So you guys will see me in just a little bit. I'll show you guys around kind of what I'm doing, and then I'll check back in when it's time to eat. All right, my friends, we just got done eating at Connections Eatery, and man, I gotta tell you, I'm impressed. I really am. That was really, really good. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was awesome. So even when you're just walking in, man, it's a whole different kind of vibe. So this is the re-theme of the old Electric Umbrella restaurant that used to be there, quick service. It was not the best. I mean, it had some different options, which was good at times, but it was not very good. This though, this is a completely different vibe. It's all kind of made differently. I mean, you can watch them prepare the food and some of the other things that are happening like in the kitchen, and it's awesome to be able to watch that. I mean, everything comes out fresh, everything comes out, you know, you're not just getting it from like a heat lamp or something. Like it's really, really cool in there. And just like, it was cool to sit. All the tables have like new designs. There's a lot of places for you to put like your phone charger into, like from just your USB, or you can plug in your phone somewhere. I mean, it's really, really cool. It's got a lot of cool things. They have a wireless charging table in there as well. So the whole restaurant itself is just a really cool vibe. But the food, I had the French bistro burger, which had Dijon mayonnaise on it, not Dijon mustard, which was an interesting twist. Bacon, mushrooms, caramelized onions. And it was, I'm not kidding, this is the best quick service burger you're gonna find on property, hands down. I mean, it was not dry, which is typically the problem with Disney burgers, is that they're very dry. They just don't have a lot of flavor to it. That was not the problem here. This thing had so many good things about it. It was such a good burger. Like, I would go back for it again. Now, the fries are just your typical fries. I mean, there's nothing to write home about it. I probably wish I gotten one of the more unique sides, like the Mediterranean salad or something, but I mean, fries are just fries. So, but they also have tons of drink options there for sodas. I mean, they have the ones where you can actually go up and refill yourself. So that's really cool. So really, really good. 10 out of 10 would recommend going to Connections Eatery next time you're in Epcot. I know I'll be back, which is typically not something I say because Epcot's got so many amazing places to stop and eat, especially in World Showcase. So the fact that there's a quick service restaurant now, though, on the other side of the park that I want to go back to and visit again, I think speaks a lot. So, but now I'm going to kind of just keep walking around, kind of just vibing here and walking and going to see some different things. So I'm going to try to ride some rides I haven't ridden yet, like Nemo, and see what happened in around World Showcase, maybe get a few snacks, but I'll keep you guys up to date with me. So let's go. All right, Wayfinders, so I think our leisurely day here at Epcot's about to come to a close. Gonna head over to the monorail to hop on over to Magic Kingdom, just because Magic's got a little bit more of some things you can do. The only bad thing about Epcot is, man, when like those top attractions are really crowded, it pours out into these other little ones. I was able to just walk on Nemo actually, but I mean, like Living with the Land has a 30-minute wait. Figment has a 20-minute wait. I mean, all these little attractions just kind of fill up really badly, and it's because there's, you know, only kind of a handful of attractions, you know, and so when they get crowded, they just leak out into the other ones. So it doesn't leave a whole lot of wiggle room if it's a really crowded day, which it is today. Today has been a very, very crowded day so far. But Magic has a couple more other things like the People Mover and Carousel of Progress that kind of help to eat people. They're usually pretty easy to, you know, to hop on really quickly. So, you know, hopefully when we go to Magic, even if it is a little crowded, at least be able to do stuff like that. Country Bear Jamboree, Fill Our Magic. And really, I'm not trying to stress that out any today. I'm really just trying to take it easy. Gonna hopefully, you know, just hit a few things while I'm at Magic Kingdom, and then get ready for our dinner reservation at Steakhouse 71 later tonight. But we'll just see what the day holds. Might do some resort hopping around the monorail loop to the Contemporary, to the Poly, back to the Grand Floridian again, who knows. But I'll make sure that you guys come along with me. So let's head on over to Magic and have some fun. All right, y'all, so we've been doing really good today. Just so far through Magic Kingdom, just been watching shows mostly. Country Bear Jamboree, Carousel of Progress. Just kind of going through those just because I don't know if yesterday just wore me out because of it was how ride heavy it was. I just decided to take it a little bit easier today. So we're about to go though, just kind of walk around some more. Maybe hit up Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Try out maybe People Mover. The line's really long for it right now, but Maybe it'll die down here in a little bit. It's really hot, and so I think a lot of people are just trying to do whatever they can to not have to be in the sun, so which makes sense obviously, but it's just led to a lot of overcrowdedness at some of the other attractions. So I think that's why the line like for People Mover is so long, but also it's been long all week. So but I'm gonna go try out a few more things here in Magic Kingdom, then I'm gonna walk over to the Contemporary and relax a little bit. So come along with me. All right, everybody, so I'm here at the Contemporary Resort right across the street from the Magic Kingdom, waiting for a little bit before I can check in for my dining reservation for Steakhouse 71 for dinner. Super excited about this because, as you guys know, Steakhouse 71 was the remodel of the Wave. I loved the Wave when I went there for dinner. Gosh, it seems so long ago. It was only 2 years ago when I did that. But Steakhouse 71 for lunch was actually really, really good when we tried it in October. But they do have a different menu for dinner, and so I wanted to come back, try it again at a different time, so that way I could experience both and see if it's still the great value price for, you know, kind of like that high quality meal, but not at like super expensive prices. You know, right now I'm actually on the second floor of the Contemporary because there's a spot, I'll put it in the video here while I'm talking. It's on the second floor. It's down at the very end of the hallway. So when you come up to the second floor, you take the escalator right next to Steakhouse 71. You come up, you walk down to the end of the hallway, and there is kind of this big open area. It's because you pass by all these ballrooms used for the conventions that they hold here a lot. And man, it's a great little spot. There's a couch down here that you can sit on. It's kind of tucked away by itself. But the winner here for me is that there's 2 bathrooms down here, and they're both really big. There's tons of space. The girls changed down here when we had California Grill reservations in October. Me and Dad also changed in these bathrooms down here. So they're both nice, they're both open, and they're just a really great place to come if you need to use the restroom and don't necessarily want to deal with a bunch of crowds at the restrooms. And you're resort hopping or something, this is a great spot to come by. Or, you know, if you're leaving Magic Kingdom and somebody says, I gotta use the bathroom, you can run over here real fast and use these, because these are very nice and they're just right here out of the way. But I'm sitting here waiting, just kind of hanging out. So we're gonna be doing dinner here though in shortly, so I'll make sure you guys know what I'm doing and follow along with me. So here we go. All right, everyone, so let's go ahead and get this thing wrapped up for today. So I know today was a little bit of a different day. Very, very chill, very, very laid back. Didn't have a whole lot on the agenda to do, but that was really much needed after yesterday's challenge. Going to 4 parks in one day truly did just absolutely wipe me way more than I thought it was going to. And I don't think it was just going to the 4 parks. I think the fact that, you know, we were trying to do a challenge, we were trying to finish it, I was trying to hustle throughout the whole day. I think if I had just leisurely gone through all 4 of the parks and just kind of did what like I did today, I would not have been such in a rough spot today. But I was so tired. I'm sore for some reason, like my legs are really sore today from just all the walking. So I know it was different today, but thanks for following along and tracking along. Now, before we do final thoughts and all that for today, let's do dining review for Steakhouse 71 dinner, because this blew me away, honestly. And I know that I'm usually pretty positive. I don't have many bad things to say, but I also typically don't pick, just because I read a lot of reviews and stuff, I typically don't pick the restaurants that have bad reviews already. So I know sometimes I probably need to do a little bit more diversity, but Steakhouse 71 dinner was absolutely incredible. I started off with a Caesar salad. I didn't record any footage of it because honestly, it was a Caesar salad. It was a little bit different because it wasn't like they bring it to you in a bowl and it's already ready. It's one that they called a fork and knife Caesar salad. It almost was like 2 like lettuce boats with all the like the toppings for the Caesar salad like in it, and then you kind of had to cut it up and like mix it up yourself. So it was a little bit different and it was a little unique, but I mean, it was really good. I mean, it was a great Caesar salad, but honestly, wasn't anything to write home about. That was my appetizer, and I know you guys are probably a little bit shocked because my favorite appetizer on property, the bacon and eggs, is at Steakhouse 71 for dinner. And trust me, I was contemplating it so much. I really wanted to get it, but I knew I was going to be getting a steak, and I knew it was just me at the table, so I couldn't necessarily warrant eating that much food. I didn't think I'd be able to finish everything if I got the bacon and eggs today, but it's also good to try other things, especially at a restaurant I've been to before. And so the Caesar salad, definitely if you're looking for something that's really good, and honestly it probably could suffice as a pretty good like light meal, it was pretty good. It was $10 for the Caesar salad. But where the meal truly was out of this world was what I got for my main entree, which was the 6-ounce filet mignon, and I got a side of garlic mashed potatoes with it. Now, every steak that you order for dinner also comes with your selection of a sauce, one of the house sauces. And so I asked my server, Paul, who was phenomenal, by the way. Paul did an incredible job taking care of me. Sometimes it's awkward being a party of one in a restaurant because you kind of just get kind of pushed to the side, and I'm kind of used to it at this point. Like, I know I'm not going to get as much of a full attention as like a party of 6, but Paul did a really good job of the times that he was at the table, really trying to build a connection, really trying to help me out where he could. And so Paul did a phenomenal job. Shout out to him. I'll make sure he gets a cast member shout out from us here at Disney My Way. But he suggested that the sauce that I get with my filet mignon was either a red wine sauce that they have or a béarnaise sauce that they have. And I don't want to spoil anything, but we have a meal coming up in a couple days that features a steak with a very similar, not exactly copycat, but it features a wine sauce with it. So I said, you know what, we'll go with the opposite and we'll do the béarnaise sauce with our steak. And Paul made an excellent suggestion because that paired up phenomenally. I mean, the steak itself was really good. I made sure to try a couple bites without the sauce first. It was cooked perfectly. It tasted phenomenal. But then when I added that béarnaise sauce onto it, it really took it to the next level. Now, I know that might be a little bit, skeptical to some of you because, sometimes, when you have to say you put on sauce and it makes it even better, that just kind of lessens the steak or whatever meal you're having. But trust me, like, the steak was really good, and it was $37 for this filet. There's not going to be many places, especially at Disney, that you can get a really good filet mignon for $37. So this was an absolute bargain. It was an absolute steal. Steakhouse 71 still ranks high on my list of places to go eat if you want a phenomenal dining experience without having to break the bank. So for a meal of one, it was $59, and I know that's a lot, but I also did get the appetizer of Caesar salad. So, it's kind of back and forth, but $37 for a filet, that's truly phenomenal. You can't beat it. So go to Steakhouse 71 and try it out. Now, we have 2 other really phenomenal dining options coming up over the next 2 days. So on the next 2 vlogs, we're gonna have 2 more really, really good meals that I'm super excited for. I've been to one, but I have never been to the other one. So you guys are gonna wanna stay tuned because tomorrow's is one that I've never been to before. I'm super pumped about it. Tomorrow we're going to Animal Kingdom as well. So you're gonna be seeing me go throughout my day at Animal Kingdom, hopefully returning to a little bit more of a normal format with doing rides, seeing how much we can knock out, all those things. I'm not going to be doing early entry for Animal Kingdom because it opens at like 7 a.m. for resort guests, and that's way too early for me. Plus, I just have not had very much luck with early entry so far this week. It just feels like every time I get out to the bus stop, the line is down the street for whatever park I want to go to. And so it hasn't made much sense to go to early entry so far. But I do think, especially for like Hollywood and for Epcot and for Hollywood Magic and Epcot, it's really useful to early entry. But for Animal Kingdom, I've already done Flight of Passage this week, and honestly, it was phenomenal. So I think I'm going to pass on early entry because I'm not going to do Flight of Passage, and the safari doesn't open until the park opens. So it's not even really worth it to try to get on the safari early because it's not going to be open during early entry. So, but that's all coming up tomorrow. And then in a couple days, we're going to also have a lot of fun. I'll preview that one tomorrow, but stay tuned, like, subscribe, and keep up with us here at Disney My Way, because I promise it's going to get better as the week goes on. But until next time, I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again real soon.